So today I'm giving my book review of Among the Hidden by Margaret Peterson Haddix. I didn't think of this book immediately when I knew I was doing this genre, but when I was looking through a bunch of my books, I remembered this one and knew I really wanted to do it. I read this a long time ago when my kids were little, and they really liked it as well. So children's fiction usually has something magical or maybe a utopian society, an unearthly quality to it. There's usually a big conflict with something to overcome by the protagonist. And this something to overcome will usually end up either changing their life forever or just changing them as a person. On the back, it says, Luke has never been to school. He's never had a birthday party or gone to a friend's house for an overnighter. In fact, Luke has never had a friend. Luke is one of the shadow children, a third child forbidden by the population police. He's lived his entire life in hiding, and now, with a new housing development replacing the woods next to his family's farm, he is no longer even allowed to go outside. Then one day, Luke sees a girl's face in the window of a house where he knows two other children already live. Finally, he's met a shadow child like himself. Jen is willing to risk everything to come out of the shadows. Does Luke dare to become involved in her dangerous plan? Can he afford not to? And then I have two other excerpts from it that I would like to read. He could see Dad, Matthew, and Mark at the table and knew from the sound of frying bacon that Mother must be at the stove. Mother, oh, are the shades closed? He called softly. Mother opened the door to the stairs. Luke started to step in the kitchen, but she put her arm out to keep him back. She handed him a plate full of scrambled eggs and bacon. Luke, honey, can you sit at the bottom of the step here? What? Luke asked. Mother looked over her shoulder. Dad thinks, it's not safe anymore to have you in the kitchen. You can still eat with us and talk to us and all, but you'll be over here. And another one. Luke got up and started pacing his room. The squeak of the third board in the stairs annoyed him. He looked around his room. Why should he even have model cars? He'd never even sat in a real one. He'd never get to go do anything or go anywhere. He might as well just rot up here in the attic. He'd thought about that before, on other rare occasions when Mom, Dad, and Matthew and Mark went somewhere and left him behind. What if something happened to them and they never came back? Would someone find him years from now, abandoned and dead? He's read a story in one of the old books in the attic about a bunch of kids finding a deserted pirate ship and then a skeleton in one of the rooms. He'd be like that skeleton. And now that he wasn't allowed in rooms with uncovered windows, he'd be a skeleton in the dark. Anyway, this is a good book, and I wanted to share it with you in case anyone hadn't read it, that maybe you would be interested in checking it out. And there's my review. Thank you very much.